6 here. Pristine Talisman gives us a good bit of leeway there, and I want him to have to use the Ferromancer Pump to kill the Germ. Any swamps one time? That's pretty funny. Deck is just yanking us now. So we'll just play our planes and pass. We just really need to not die before he... We just need to not die before we draw a swamp, and then we can just easily probably clear the board of his thing. I think he kills our Germ token now, which is fine, because we'll just go ahead and... yeah, that's fine. Like, it's a Germ. We made him use his ping for the turn on that, and we'll probably just go ahead and tap the Tyrannax. If he wants to try to get in for some infect damage, we're not really going to worry about it because he's a long ways from actually infecting us. Volt Charge. That's really good. Yep, that's a big game. Alright, so we need a swamp and we need it bad. So now he shoots the golem and bashes for 6. Why hasn't he been like bringing the team? I don't really understand. He's obviously way ahead now. Even if we draw the swamp and skin render his Ferromancer, he's very, very far ahead. Okay, well, I'm definitely taking the 2 poison and blocking the Tyrannax here, because not a whole lot going on with just a 1/1 golem. Any swamps? Any swamps ever? Or like burn the impure would also be perfectly fine. Doctor Assembly, really? That's pretty good. Alright, so we know we're killing that next turn. Swamp? Yep, that's the way it goes. Alright, we might have to remember to fall in here just to not die. Let's just do this before anything stupid happens. I really wanted to play Skin Render and rebuy it, but I just don't think we have that kind of time. Well, if we remember to fall in, we can't even play anything this turn. Yeah, let's just play the Partisan and pass the turn. That'll at least keep some of his stuff at bay while we hopefully find one of our 9 swamps. One of our 8 swamps left. So a third of our deck is swamps. I guess it's not too much, but we're due. Red Sun Zenith would also be okay because we could kill the Ferromancer, and then it's just, you know, his bad dudes against our kind of bad dudes. I think we're just going to take 6 here. I think the creatures are more valuable than the 6 life when he only has 1 guy that can actually deal real damage. This card worries me because it means he might have Artillerize, but if he does, there's just not much we can do about it. So we got rid of the big threat, which is the Thopter Assembly, and we drew a swamp, right? Ugh! Another double black card. So bad. Alright. So we can remember to fall in. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can remember to fall in and play Master Splicer, and that buys us a turn. And the next turn we can play Blinding Soul Eater and equip Necropouncer. Sure. He's gonna instep shrink our Partisan probably. Well, he's gonna kill our Splicer now. Oh, hold on, cancel. Alright, the creature is... We don't want to make the same mistake our last opponent did. We're only being saved here by the fact that all his infect dudes are mostly defensive in nature, so it's not like we're doing that good. We're going to trade our Splicer just to get a Golem with his ping at the end of turn, but not much we can do about it because, again, we only have 1 swamp. Yep, you got it. The guy's killed like 5 cards or some ridiculous number. Fortunately, he doesn't seem to have a whole lot of action. I think we're gonna take another 6 off this Tyrannax. Again, I just think, well, at this point though, like I know he has turn to slag and is just waiting for us to play something actually worth a turn to slag. Because, I mean, what else could he have? We could throw away Phyrexian Rager, but I feel like we can do that literally at any time to stop his Alpha Tyrannax. So we might as well wait until the last moment. If he sends with just Tyrannax, I may block with all of my guys. That actually might be the best play. He could... What's he got going on? I think he's figured that out, so he's going to turn one of them to slag. Yep. He saw through my plan. He only has 1 card in hand, so actually could be alright. And I can't double block because he could ping one of my guys in response. I could double block the Blight Widow, and then he would get to kill my Golem or my Rager. I really don't want to take all of this. I'm pretty sure I need the Skin Render next turn, so... Actually, let's double block the Blight Widow. I haven't seen any more burn from him. If he has like mutagenic growth or something here, then I'll just be wrecked. But he only gets one of my creatures here, which I'm fine with. And that's if he activates the Ferromancer. She did not. Okay, so I'm at 6 life, 4 poison. Please, for the love of all that is good and decent. Yeah, well, alright. Well, we're not going to complain about that because it actually saves our proverbial bacon for the short term. So we just get to get rid of that guy, and then we can play out a Soul Eater and equip it. Alright. That's fine. Yeah, you get a poison counter. We're actually not in the worst of shape here now that we finally drew something to get the board control machine off the board. His draws haven't been great either. So what's good for us, I think it's having a 5/3 to tangle with his Tyrannax. And by tangle with his Tyrannax, I mean get wrecked by turn to slag, but that's just not something we have the luxury of playing around at this point. He only has 1 card in his hand, and then he drew for the turn, so we'll take any of the infect damage that he sends at us. If he turns our Golem and Necropouncer to slag, then we're probably going to have to go to 1. Because we don't have anything that can deal with the dude. Well, he doesn't have turn to slag because he would have just ranched us. I think he's actually just going to pass. And he's going to bring with everybody? Okay. Well, let's go for it here. And if he has a pump spell, oh well, at least we don't take 6 damage. Alright, so we're just going to go to 6 infect. Hopefully he doesn't have Contagion Clasp. I know we passed one early on, but that would get us really good because he could just proliferate us out. Another huge thing? Maul Splicer. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yep, right on time, Suture Priest. Right after the Maul Splicer. I can't get mad because, like, I mean, I got the greedy mana base, and when you have a greedy mana base and then get greedy, then greedy things happen to you. What am I looking at here? I'm gonna have to use the. All right, let's before we just tap mana, let's figure out what we want to do. If I make